Donning a special mask and protective white suit, an army of construction workers slice, rip and roll yards and yards of old carpet. It's hauled away and sent to the dumpster, leaving an unsafe cloud of shredded turquoise underlay behind. Built more than 40 years ago, the glory days of this former Travelers Inn are long gone. Now home to the most marginalized in our community, the 36 low-rent suites are ready for a new lease on life.
All of the people that will be living here are folks who have been homeless for very long periods of time, upwards 5, 6, in some cases 10 years.
But now a $1.5 million renovation is underway on what's now called the Queen's Manor, thanks to funding from all 3 levels of government and the United Way.
We're giving 36 individuals homes, and that means so much to the community. We've heard from our citizens, whether it's through our surveys, whether it's through the vital signs with the Victoria Foundation, that homelessness, mental illness, and addiction is an issue.
The motel was one of 2 Travelers Inns purchased by the City of Victoria in 2010 and quickly opened its doors to the hardest to house. The city's goal was to turn them into affordable, supportive housing units, and that reality for Queen's Manor isn't far away.
But our belief is that we house people first, and then we build working relationships, trust levels, and introduce them to the resources that they need to pull their lives together.
The city says converting the motel into affordable housing units will go a long way towards helping to end homelessness in the capital region by 2018. It's a lofty goal. Some say unreachable, others say doable.
Oh, it's a lofty goal, but it's not too lofty. I mean, I don't want to underestimate the scope of the challenge, but it can be done.
Andrew Wynne Williams is the new executive director of the Greater Victoria Coalition to End Homelessness. He started February 1st after spending the past 8.5 years working with the Premier's Technology Council and the BC Chamber of Commerce.
Funding is critical to what we want to achieve, and that comes from driving change at the government level, and it comes from creating greater awareness and understanding of homelessness issues in the community.
The 46-year-old admits it's a big change and says he doesn't really understand what it's like to be homeless, but he will be going on what he calls a reality tour with homeless advocate Rose Henry.
So yes, it's a very steep learning curve, but I think that particular in-depth experience wasn't something that they needed in this position. What they needed was the kind of experience that I have.
Wynne Williams says the Coalition to End Homelessness needs to focus on research, prevention, and encouraging the service providers to work more closely together. But he says opening up more affordable housing units and community engagement are number 1 and number 2 on his list. And he says the timing for more affordable housing units is good, with the provincial election slated for next year.
Homelessness will be an issue in that election, and we have to make sure it gets its proper attention. And it's a good opportunity for us to raise awareness in the community using the election, and all the interest that it'll generate.
And Wynne Williams says he's also looking forward to working with his new neighbor. Our place has a new executive director who will take over March 1st. As for Queen's Manor, construction is expected to be complete in 7 months. In Victoria, I'm Nikki Iwanishin for The Daily.